No, sir, I don't like it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to No Sir Pod, the podcast where we talk about shit we don't like with people we absolutely adore. Today is no exception. I'm joined by a hilarious comedian, Omid Singh, who's also very famously roasting champion. Tell you, you know how to make people feel bad. I love that about you.
In a loving way,
In a
though.
loving way.
It's all about loving people. You know, that's what it's really about. I swear. I mean, like, the roasting culture is all about making people feel bad, but also good at the same time.
I feel like that part of it has been like I just heard about rumors that there's they want to do a roast with Will Smith, and I was like.
Ooh.
No. He clearly cannot take a joke.
Yeah.
This is not who you honor in that way.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole thing. It was the Friars roast. It was this is our way of you are the pinnacle of you've done it. You've made it, baby. Now we're all gonna bust your fucking balls.
And he's kind of roasting himself at this point, too. If you've seen him do any of his music videos and all this kind of stuff, he did like an outdoor, like, oh, it's a pop-up with Will Smith. And it was god-awful.
Yeah, I mean, I like pretty girls.
Girls. It's like, you couldn't be lying more.
Ugh. If anything, if there is any way to make you look more closeted, is you singing a song in this tone.
Girls.
I like pretty girls.
The way he was saying girls, too,
Yeah.
it just sounded so awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Yeah. Martin Lawrence is just slowly just creeping up, passing Will Smith. Because, I mean, Will was famous for, I mean, he's still very famous, but he was the GOAT for a long time.
Yeah. There wasn't a movie he wasn't sprinting in because everybody wanted to see how fast he could. Every movie he was in,
That's
he was
true.
always running. He
You're
was
right.
always running.
I didn't notice that until right now when you said that, but yeah, I can picture
Even
Will
the
Smith
one where he was
running.
at the end of the world and it was just him and
Still running.
He was still running.
Still running.
Who you running from, bud?
The one with his son, he's also running.
Also running.
Yeah.
Running to sell bad medical equipment for cancer patient treatment money, right?
Is this movie stuff or is this real stuff?
I think no, movie stuff.
Okay.
No. Yeah, what if I knew that much about Will Smith's life?
What he's donating to or what he's working on side projects of selling medical equipment right now?
Yeah.
Times are tough. Buy a heart monitor by Smith.
Truly, by Smith. No longer just a movie prop, now an actual product.
Yeah.
Well, hi, thanks for coming.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Well, let's get into it. Is there anything? I mean, we've already talked about, because I do think that there is the idea of what roasting has been muddied, especially because with that being like the roast me Reddits and the all of the kind of stuff, when people are just cunts and they're like, I'm just joking, random stranger who I don't know. I feel like a lot of it gets muddied in what it was originally supposed to be.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think roasting was reserved for people who are really funny writers, and it should be reserved for that still.
Yeah.
But everybody can do it.
Yes.
Everybody has been roasting one another since childhood playgrounds.
Yeah.
And everyone knows how to do it. I think there is finesse that's needed. And it's not about hurting somebody. It should never be about hurting somebody. It should be about making somebody laugh and revealing something about the person that no one sees, but everybody understands.
Sure.
And I think that's what makes a really nice roast joke and a roaster.
Right.
And that's what I love about it. I love the writing aspect of it, where you look at a target and without, physically hurting somebody, you try to demolish them. And I think that's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's also super nuanced, and I think that's the other thing too, is trying to get people who their only tool is a hammer to make something that has very curvaceous lines to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's an art.
Truly.
It's truly an art. It's one of the best ones left, and it's super fun.
That's one of my favorites, because one of the ones I did was with Brett Erickson, and he, to this day, still says he still thinks about the roast joke that I said about him.
Please share.
Where I said, Brett Erickson very proudly lives in West Hollywood, but his hairline lives in Reseda.
Oh!
And he said to this day he still thinks about that.
Ooh. Bars. That's incredible. That's a great joke. That's incredible.
But it's supposed to be like how artful the thing is. But so much of it now, and then maybe it's because it's babies doing it, but it's just calling each other pedophiles.
It's babies doing it.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it right now. We're in a recycle.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have been doing it for years have stepped back, and there's a new crop that's coming in. There's very funny people. We're talking about specifically in the roast battle community. They're stepping up to the plate, but they're brand new at it, and they don't have, unfortunately, the hype that we had when it first started, where we were getting packed rooms and it was really this like underground comedy UFC. And at the moment, they don't have that. It's more of like backyard wrestling, and they have to prove themselves right now, which kind of is unfair. But also the quality, like you said, is like they're babies.
Well, because, you don't have because that's the part that takes the writing chops. That's like from me just calling you Mexican, like that's supposed to be a thing. Where instead of you're from this nuanced place in Mexico and their culture is known for this. So here is something really mean about you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like.
That takes work.
It
doesn't just show up.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
You have to put two and two together to get it. And right now we're just in that phase where it's coming back around. It just takes time, like everything does. And it takes a couple of really strong writers and performers to step up and do it. And I think they're coming. I think it's happening. It's going to happen all around. And I think it's going to take
I think it helps.
Resurgence.
And this is a compliment to you. I think it helps to be around people who are good at it.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you go to one in say, I don't know, Des Moines, Iowa, and this isn't to shit on Des Moines, I'm just using it as a place that I know is significantly smaller than here, you have less to draw from. I realize the internet helps, but it's different when you can talk to someone about this. What do you think about this? Like anytime,
100%.
Every Tuesday when I walk through, then there's always somebody go, what do you think about this? I think I'm thinking about saying this to this. Do you think this word is better or this word is better? Which one you think is funnier? Which order of these words? Like they're
100%.
so meticulous. There's so much thought being put into it that it's kind of heartbreaking when you see just someone go up there and be like, "This guy fucks kids."
Yeah, and then you're like,
"This guy, he sucks."
I feel like good roasters also have advisors. They have people that they trust that they run their jokes by every time or every other time, so that way they can get a gauge of what's funny. Because realistically, you're only doing these jokes one time. So you want to try them out in front of your friends so that way you can see, hey, does this make sense? Does this not make sense? Because most roasters, you're just kind of like writing late night. You're just putting pen to paper as much as possible. You're writing 100 things. And then you're like, is this garbage? And then someone's like, no, actually, that's really funny.
Yeah.
And then the joke that you think is like incredible, people are like, I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I don't get it. Or it might be too nuanced. You might have went too far in the paint. You went too far the other way where you're like, now you're having to explain things in order for people
to get it. It's got to be quick.
Yeah.
It's got to be quick. It's got to be painful. And it's got to be fun. Yeah.
Let's get into some other things you don't like.
Please.
Oh, is there anything, since we're on this, is there anything in the roast sphere? I shared things that I didn't like. Is there anything in the roast sphere that you don't like?
I guess we touched on it a little bit, but people who are unprepared, I would say is a rough one, because you have the time, that you're going to go up. You have a month to practice and all that kind of stuff. And then to just come up with pedophile is a shame, when you have the partner, who you're roasting, and you can write some stuff down. Again, easier said than done, but it is nice to sit down and actually come prepared, because it's a fight, even though it's fake.
It's also something that you love too. So when you see it's just like when I see, when people bastardize stand-up, I can't stand it because I like it so much.
I love it. Yeah.
So it's like
crazy.
I don't like.
It's crazy.
I don't like when you mistreat my baby girl.
I know. It's so rough. You're just seeing it and you're just like, what the heck are you thinking? What are you doing up there, huh? And then they run the light.
Oh yeah.
And then they run the light.
Oh, more. Oh, good. More of this. That's what we need.
Yeah, don't let somebody else try and fix it. No, I want to fix it. That's when ego gets into it. I'm a big believer in you have your 10 or your 5, and if you don't get that laugh.
If you do not complete your task,
get off
in that time.
the stage. Get off the stage.
I relinquish the stage back to you.
And then you've lived to fight another day. You don't need to die on this hill every single time.
Who are you going to prove it to? Because now you're upsetting everyone. Yeah,
nobody. I don't. In the whole scheme of things, it's happened one time when Bill Burr did the whole like 7 minutes left in Philadelphia, and even he got off when his time was over.
Well, yeah, because he's like, I'm not doing a cunt hair extra time for you people. You don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Yeah. But
people
that's
running
like,
the light when they're bombing is just rough. It's just rough.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Not fun at all.
No. What else do I not like?
Yes,
Are we talking about pet peeves? This might be a little niche. Avails. When you're put on avails for like a commercial or for an acting gig, have you ever been that? Have you ever had that where it's like we like you, you've done the audition, you've done the callback, and now you're on avails, and if you get picked, then you're shooting the thing. Avails to me is like the most stressful 24 hours of your entire life. Because it's like
it's like being on call.
It's like being on call.
Yeah.
Like you have the job, but you don't have the job at all until it's actually contract's been signed.
You could. Maybe.
We really like you. We like you so much. We want to make sure you're not doing anything tomorrow. Yeah. But also, we're not going to compensate you at all if we choose not to pick you. And so, avails to me is something that I think we need to work on that in the whole production universe. It would be nice if there was something.
And really, it's just like, oh, he doesn't get back from the Maldives until tomorrow, so we can't get a final sign off. So you're just there stressing out in your apartment. Like, was I not charming enough? Did I do a weird neck thing? What could I have done? What?
Even more than that, it's like, am I working or am I not working? Am I working? Oh.
Am I gonna have rent? Do I need to start selling pictures of my feet? What do I have to do to prepare?
That's funny. Every time you get on avails, just immediately start snapping photos of your feet, just in case, baby.
Spread the toes, just in case.
This is my backup plan for tomorrow. If it doesn't work out, if I'm not doing that Del Taco commercial, I'm filming them. These puppies are making it to the internet.
You're like ordering really loud foods for ASMR videos, some mukbang shit, anything.
Anything as a backup plan.
Like, oh, I got it? Oh, all right.
No, well, good.
Well, now I can
delete
just
all those photos. I'm not double dipping. These babies we're saving these babies for next time. Pet peeves that's the whole.
But that's like anything you don't like doesn't have to mean big or small. But that I feel like also relates to when they. Like for somebody even with a corporate job, if you're like, oh, hold this day, where it's just like any time that somebody's like holding hostage your time.
Yeah.
It is such a thing that it gets given away so easily now that I think people seem to forget how precious that motherfucker is as a resource.
Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your time. And not only that, but you're fucking think about all this stress.
State.
Yeah, the mental state you're in where you're just like
it's work. I mean, we all just want to work. I feel like even at the top level dogs, like even if they get put on something like, oh, we got this project that maybe you're going to be working on. Yeah. And now they're stressing too. It's like it comes down.
24 hours makes a difference in your year, makes a difference in your month, makes a difference in everything. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Is that this could be a game changer. And to live. I mean, that's the 1099 life too, where you're just constantly. I mean, creatives, photographers, the whole thing, all the way down the line.
Little jobs every day. Little jobs.
And then it's just like, did I get it?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, I understand. Okay, after a callback, maybe they don't like you, whatever it's done. But if they put you on a veil, they need to have some sort of reason why they didn't. Some communication.
Yeah.
They usually don't say anything.
Yeah.
They usually just like, you're on a veil, and then you don't hear if you got it or didn't get it. If you get it, then you get like, okay, here's the contract. But if you didn't get it, it's just like poof, it's gone by hard work. By opportunity.
I miss a no. That is one thing where people talk about things getting soft is people not being able to just say no.
A solid no would be helpful.
No. Well, yeah.
A solid no would be great.
Hey, listen, we have a famous version of you that we're waiting to see if they're going to be able to do this or not. So we have you on hold whether they say yes or no.
Yeah.
And if they say yes,
it's a no.
It's a no.
Yeah.
But if they say no, you're
I don't even need all that. I would just like a no. You know what? 8:30 p.m. I'm waiting.
I'm just saying, if you're on a veil, I'm letting you know while you're lingering. You know,
it's so rough.
Yeah,
it's so rough. But even that's like too much information. Like, hey, like if we're just waiting on this person to see if they got, I don't need to know any of that.
That's too
honestly.
much. So
that's
okay.
too much for me.
So now you're being demanding.
I'm
you
being
wanna
super
know,
demanding. Yeah. I'm going to your house. I'm going to sit outside your house until you decide. And once you decide, then I'll choose either to leave or to stay.
Yeah, but just in the creative space, man, just a fucking no would be delightful. Appreciate your time, but no, thank you.
Yeah. I've added the no to my repertoire. I didn't used to say no. Didn't used to say no at all.
Well, you're trained not to as a young creative. Is you say yes to everything because you never know when an opportunity might again be a life changing.
Yeah, but I agree with that too. But saying yes really does open the door to a lot of stuff.
Right.
And saying no, I think, just protects you.
Right.
You can't really move forward saying no, but you can save yourself a little bit, which is a nice feeling.
I disagree. I think a no sometimes gets you a counter offer.
Sure, if that's your plan.
Even if it's not a plan, it's,
you think so?
You never say no without a number. That's the old, That's the old Jackie Cation's dad, aluminum sidesman insight. You never say no. I'd love to, even if it's something you don't want to do, then I'd love to do it exorbitant amount of money to get me do something I don't want to do.
And that's how we booked the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
What's your number? No, literally, what's your number? Man, to talk about how brutal to see the average dude getting paid $300,000 and the woman getting paid $40,000.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, to get all that heat for for a tenth of the goddamn money.
Darn. Brutal.
Yeah, that's
my pet peeve. Inequality in the workplace. That's my big pet peeve.
Even when it's morally compromising, they don't have a playing field.
Wow, now another reason to hate the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Wow.
Pretty wild.
You think they would know.
You'd think. You would, but I guess not. But from the sounds of it, nobody knew.
Yeah, it sounds like a real comedy festival. That's what
Truly. It sounds like a dice roll every time. I mean, every time you do, unless it was like an established one.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're buying all the cool stuff from us. Anyways, I don't like that. I don't like that the only cool actual export besides war we have is coolness and it's being purchased.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It is something that people buy. People buy coolness all the time. Mm-hmm. People buy coolness all the time. I think that's something that
right, but they're buying
forever.
What's left of what's cool as we are becoming less and less cool.
But isn't it nice that at least it's, comedians that we appreciate? Like if we were in their shoes, comics-wise, and somebody offered us $400,000 or $40,000 to do it, wouldn't you give up a little bit of your cool? What do you think?
I don't know.
I think I'd have to.
Yeah.
I think I would be on the side of I'd have to. Mm-hmm. To give up a little bit of it.
And there is something to be said. I get it about being in that space and like forcing growth in that space. I mean, on the creative side of it, and that's all. But to me, that's all ego. That's all ego to think that you're changing.
I don't think we're changing them at all.
Right.
I wouldn't think that you're changing any Saudi person.
I mean, the second they bought EA, you couldn't have sex on The Sims anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those bastards. It's my favorite part, besides drowning people. Dude, I used to drown so many people. Oh, my God.
I was the same. This is a very much older reference, but I used to have this game called Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I knew you were going to say that.
How did you know?
I knew it. I was like, we did the same thing. You take the track out.
Yes. Whee! And you would build a roller coaster track, and then the thing woo 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 woo, and you could just delete one part of the track, and then at the very wow,
of course,
you would just shoot it, and it would become an explosion.
And then it would tell you how many deaths you'd get every month. Yeah, whatever. I'll put in 2 more cotton candy machines, and I'll make up that money quick. Dude, Roller Coaster Tycoon was that game slapped.
It really was.
That was
it was
such
underrated.
A good game.
It was a great game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Especially at that time, because I was like a very much, I was living in Florida. I was like full. I mean, I was surrounded by theme parks, so I could destroy them or build them as much as fuck Disney. You know what this needs? This needs this
carousel. Yeah. 9 carousels. I got the budget for a carousel.
No lines now.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's taking me back. No, what kids today don't have a roller coaster tycoon, do they?
No.
What do they have to?
They're not building anything.
I guess they have Minecraft.
That's true.
Is that close? I've never played.
Minecraft or Roblox. But even on then, you got to worry about pedophiles. It's like...
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. There is a kid who just got arrested, or not got arrested, but he got banned. He got banned from Roblox because he was setting up his own To Catch a Predator within the game.
Wow. And why would he get arrested for that? Well, you'd think the pedophile would get arrested.
I would think that. Well, he got like 5 or 6 of them arrested. Like it was working, so he got banned. All of his accounts got banned from Roblox for him doing this.
What is wrong with Roblox? Why would they be upset with the kid?
Because they don't. It's a very popular game among kids, so they don't want people knowing that. But this kid, it's happening.
This is worse than the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Truly, yeah.
Wait, that's so weird. Yeah, like you're catching pedophiles. Check. That's
right.
Good.
Well, first of all, they're not doing anything to keep pedophiles off the game.
Sure.
Right. And there's so the things that have there's like you could do the part that's getting real creepy is like there's like events you could do within the game. So there's like a fashion show and all of this other stuff. So they're like having these kids put on a fashion show. Put on a fashion show for them, and then like making it rain in whatever the digital money thing is. So there's like it becomes this weird transactional thing. And so this dude set up a proper sting operation within the game to catch dudes doing this, and he's caught like 5 or 6 people, and now he's banned from the game for doing this.
This guy's a legend.
Truly.
And he's a kid.
I think he was like in his early 20s.
Oh, okay, so an adult. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. Well, I want to look into this a little bit more because this is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you could build stuff in it, but I'm turned off by that.
Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon was like you're in your computer by yourself.
Nobody can touch your shit but you.
Yeah, there was no sharing aspect of Roller Coaster Tycoon.
No,
it's just one disc.
You just had to have somebody come into the other room to
check this out.
Check how many people I kill. Watch this real quick.
Dude, I got 10,000 visitors today, man. 10,000. My water park is going nuts. My water park is the best water park I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely more of a murder tycoon for me. It was a good release. It was a release for sure.
Yeah, more of a murder tycoon. Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
So give me something else. What else don't you like?
What else do I not like? I mean, I guess I don't like a better word for fake people. Like somebody who's just like not true to their emotions, I would say. I got an issue with that. Mm-hmm. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're happy, you're happy. But you don't need to pretend to be sad if you're happy, or you don't need to pretend to be happy if you're sad. Mm-hmm. That's a pet peeve of mine that I feel like is a little, it's like you're code switching a little bit. And not
in a cool way.
Not in a cool way. Not in a way that gets you into clubs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't appreciate it. I feel like it's something.
Could you give me an example?
People who are overly positive when they're actually not.
Oh, the toxic positivity. Sure. Yeah, there's a difference between silver lining a shitty situation and trying to find it, and I was like, this is awful, but these are the things that, I've found that because that means you've actually looked where it's just everything is fine.
Yeah, the everything's fine thing is just so fake. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to call somebody out on everything's fine just because I'm also living.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing this and I can tell everything ain't fine.
Yeah.
Everything's pretty shit and we need to just be honest about it. But the everything's fine aspect and the big smile to me is like not the best approach right now, especially.
Yeah.
I think we need to be a little bit more honest with ourselves with how things are going. And that's the only way to actually change anything.
On a personal level and on a global level as well.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Maybe comedians are just a little bit easier with dealing with their emotions because we kind of have to. Mm-hmm. But I see it so often where it's just like, dude, just be honest with how you're feeling. Mm-hmm. And I think that'll be better for everybody in the long run.
I feel like there is a compromise here too, because there's also people who immediately dump everything on you, like it's your responsibility to carry their emotional load as well. So I feel like there's a difference between being honest and sharing everything.
Yeah.
Or it's just like how I don't know how I usually do. I'm not doing great, but hopefully it'll get better.
That's good.
It's an honest answer. I'm not divulging everything.
Yeah.
If you want to ask, you can, but you don't have to. If you're asking why my face looks like that. But I'm also a person who likes to try to keep keep a good mood,
A good mood is great. A good mood is important for sure. But a good mood also, you can dip down or you can move it up too. A good mood could be a 10 or a 5 or a 2 even.
Yeah.
And you don't need to always be a 10 if your mood is truly at a 2.
Yeah.
You can go down to a 2, stay there for an hour, a day, a week, a month, hopefully shorter than that, and then fix it and go back up. I think there's just balance to it that's so necessary. And I think we're just past like pretending. We need to stop pretending that we're okay if we're not okay. And we need to stop pretending that we're awful if we're just fine. There's like that middle ground that a lot of people need to figure out. And that's important.
I think that's I think more people need to be comfortable being in the middle, not being everything's so. I mean, when you think about it, especially everything that's like bombarded on us, it's always in extremes. Everything that we see is in extreme because extreme is what gets attention.
And it's easy.
Yeah.
I think like extremes are super easy to get to, but like if we can figure out how to just stay in the middle, it would just be a little bit easier.
I think a lot of that changed with language. I just remember in the early aughts or maybe in the 2010s where everything was epic and it was just like it's just French fries with cheese on them. I don't know if that's epic. I don't know if that's on the same level as Beowulf. I don't know the Odyssey.
Yeah.
I think I'm glad you liked it, but it's not
unless it is.
And it's usually not.
Yeah.
It's usually not.
Yeah.
And I love French fries.
Ugh, there's a couple bites that you just get something and then you're like, oh, you ever have that bite of a first thing that you're just trying and then it's like it triggers your ratatouille brain where you just get that you get that memory of your mom making it for you and you're just like it's been happening to me every couple months. I've been grabbing a bite of something that's kind of just been like a whoa moment.
Ooh.
It's been great.
Where it genuinely activates a memory, or it just it activates
dopamine. I get the dopamine. It doesn't activate the memory at all, but it just does this thing where it's like, this is exquisite. It's kind of like all of a sudden, I have like a brand new elevation of my palate. It's like very crazy. It's like unlocking a new level in taste.
Yeah.
And it's been happening more often than not. The first time it ever happened was in Kansas City, Kansas, at this place called Joe's, a little truck stop.
Oh, love Joe's. Joe's Barbecue?
Joe's Barbecue, in the back of a gas station. And I had their Z-Boy or the Z-Man, the pastrami with the onion ring and some cheese and barbecue sauce. I took a bite out of it and I was sitting in my rental car and I just audibly started cursing to myself, just be like, fuck.
Yeah.
And that, now I think whenever I try something new now that takes me back to that memory. If I go to any memory whatsoever, not that it usually does, it would take me back to that first bite of that Joe's sandwich. I've only had it that one time too. I gotta go back and get it again. I gotta go back at some point and get it again. But man.
I mean, I'm constantly chasing that. That's why, instead of having children, my money has gone to high-end food. Because that's I like being somebody putting two things together that I would have never thought of.
Yeah.
That was good. Most recently, I had this. There was a thing called it was a grape salad, and I was immediately like, "Fuck off!"
I love a grape salad.
I was like, "Fuck off, dude!"
Yeah.
I don't like sweet. I don't like anything sweet in my salad. I don't like any of that shit.
Was it red or green?
Both. They weren't both kinds of grapes. This is the thing. It was a grape that was green and red. So it wasn't, so I don't know, here's the thing.
Wow.
I don't know if it was a particular kind of grape that was in the middle of it transitioning from
a gay grape?
Yeah, yes.
Sorry. Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Not the same thing. No. But just changing. Sometimes it varies on temperature. Sometimes there's a couple of kinds of grapes that go from green to red. So I don't know if it's the elevation. I don't know that much about grapes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So but they were grapes that were green and red, and it was and it had
Where do
mint.
these grapes stem from?
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
Where's the source? Where's your source? Yeah. So then there was like mint and cilantro and basil as far as herb.
Delish.
And they did a soy sauce / chili vinaigrette on top of it. So I was immediately like, fuck, because I don't like a sweet salad. I don't like nothing sweet. I don't like pineapple or any of the mandarins. None of that shit.
Okay,
Enjoy
interesting.
it. Not me.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Watermelon? Is that sweet?
Yeah. I mean, I'll tolerate a watermelon feta, you know, something like that.
Speaking my language.
But when I tell you this fucking, the whole thing was gone. All of us, we were all giving shit. Fuck this salad.
Can we drop the name? Do we know where it was at?
It's at a restaurant downtown called Girl and the Goat.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Girl and the Goat. Yeah.
And it was my first time there. I'd never been there.
Nice.
And she also makes a lot of things salad because she's very probiotic forward, very digestive forward. So it was like one of those things, but it was one of those things where I was like, fuck, how? How did you make me like something I had already definitively decided I wasn't going to like?
Chefs, man.
Yeah, they change your mind.
Chefs, they change your mind. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. They change your freaking mind.
Yeah.
They're powerful.
Yeah.
Chefs are some of the most powerful people in the world because they make you happy.
Truly.
They truly make it. They're like comedian level of like, they know how to bring joy to the world and they work so hard.
Yeah, they definitely work harder than we do. I will say
100%. But it's in their blood. It's what they love to do.
Yeah.
But the reward is not huge. Like they don't get, paid tons and tons of money.
Well, no, because it all goes back into all goes back.
The margins are like this thin and they have to buy all the product.
I mean, that's the other reason why that's where a lot of my money goes is because I want that to stay around. I would like to maintain a place where people could be creative in that space. Just because I like creativity and I like that you changed my mind. I like that you made me feel like.
I feel like robots won't be able to do that.
There's no way.
They won't be able to inspire.
No.
Or bring us inspiration through food. They might be able to like do the chopping and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if they'll actually be able to create something freaking delicious.
Because first of all, there's no independent thinking yet as far as artificial intelligence goes. It's all algorithmic learning. So everything that you would be able to learn has already been done.
Yeah.
So there is no innovation. There is no new.
Yeah.
There is no, let's do something we've never done before. It probably won't work, but maybe let's do it anyways. That's never going to happen with algorithmic learning.
That's true.
So, no, there's definitely none.
So do we even have AI then? Or are we just like mislabeling what we have?
It's mislabeling. That's been the whole thing this whole time. There's no intelligence. It's algorithmic learning. That's why all of them, they're all, that's where all the money keeps going is like, what data is it all whatever
taking in to produce whatever it's
whatever it's based on.
Ugh.
Yeah. So now that's why in Australia it just became illegal for them. They have to pay if they're going to use a particular, like you have to like, especially artists and stuff like that. Like you have to pay if you want to include what they're doing in with your
which
machine
should be
is
the
learning.
way to do it. I mean, why are we just stealing everyone's art and just popping it into this robot? It's like, yeah, if you want to license somebody's work, you need to pay them for it. And if they don't want to do it, they can decline and then you can't use it.
I mean, it's the same thing. You want to talk about, if you're worried about avails, imagine being someone just taking a photograph of your face and then just be able to use your likeness for whatever. And you're not getting paid for it.
I punch a robot right in the face.
Well, they tried to get me to do that. I got hired to do, it was like some sort of, I don't remember if it was it was for Meta, so naturally I should have known. But then I read the contract and it was like, what we film from you, we will be able to use
forever.
in perpetuity forever. Yeah. And so it was like, no. Yeah, no.
One lump sum, I'm going to pay you right now, and then for the rest of eternity, I can use your face.
Yeah.
No.
For an insultingly low amount of money, too, because it's Meta. So they're so cheap. But it's that. And that's the other thing, too, is they're all trying to do this for the least amount of money possible. So, of course, you're not going to, Yeah.
Pet peeves, AI actors.
Yeah.
This new AI actress that everyone's gushing over. You know who I'm talking about?
Yep. Trash.
Terrible.
I mean, that's the other one. There's a religious leader, too, an AI religious leader, and now they're trying to say that of course, I don't remember what country, so I look ignorant, but prime minister. There's a prime minister, an AI prime minister.
Okay, those two I'm actually not against. Yeah. Wait, what's the religious leader saying? Is he saying that we should all come together? Or is he saying,
I just know it exists. I don't know. I don't know the I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, God's definitely not a robot, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, can we rule that out?
Can we?
Can we?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would imagine so.
But what if he is?
Because
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Because it existed before we had the technology. The concept of God did.
Did it?
Yeah, and here's a pet peeve I have: is people just putting a question at the end of any statement. But is it? Is it really though? But is it? Yeah, it is.
That's how I extend most conversations. Does it though?
But does it?
But does it? Did it?
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
computers are newer than religion and God for sure.
Yeah. Unless you want to talk, if you think this is a simulation that we're in.
Maybe that's what I was saying.
Maybe. Well, is it?
Is it?
But is it? But is it though?
Yeah, the simulation theory is so wild. Mm-hmm. So wild to think, is this a simulation? If it is, terrible simulation.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
Change the settings.
It's not a good simulation.
Do a default factory reset. What are you doing?
It's too different for everybody if this is a simulation.
But that's the other thing too, that I think it could be a simulation that's being self-realized. It goes back to do you remember the film Inception?
Yeah.
Where they talk about whenever you start realizing that you're dreaming, the dream world starts collapsing, right? Yeah. So it could be something like that. If you start becoming like, not self-actualizing, but a self-realization that one is in one could ruin the fabric of it.
That's it, though? All you have to do is realize that you're dreaming, and then you would wake up?
Have you never done that? Are you a lucid dreamer?
I mean, my dreams are all over the place. If we're going strictly dreams, like sometimes it's like... The scariest dream I've ever had was I was in a haunted house with 3 teenagers that were like Stranger Things characters.
That's very scary.
Very scary. And I'm in this house, and I'm trying to get out of this haunted house, and there's like, ghosts and goblins that are like running around me. And then one of the kids, the Stranger Things kids, is like, come with me, come with me, come with me. And I'm like, okay. So I run up to the Stranger kids, and then he's like, okay, I need you to duck. And I ducked. He goes, okay, I need you to stand up. And then I stood up. And he's like, I need you to spin around in a circle. And I span around in a circle. And then he said, okay, I need you to jump. And I jumped. And then he just looked at me and goes, well, now I can control your brain. And then my whole brain just started flashing red. Just bah, 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 bah.
Oh, wow.
Like it was some sort of like defense mechanism that this being in the dream just tricked me and was taking control of my consciousness. And it freaked me out so hard.
Yeah.
It freaked me out so hard. I woke up panicking. I was just like, oh, what was that? Because it was so real.
Of course.
It was so real. The way that he said, I have control of your brain now, was just so real. And then whatever was behind it that was like trying to stop it from happening was also so real. Mm-hmm. I was so confused.
Who was the kid? Was it a kid with a face?
Kid with a face, yeah.
Do you recognize the kid?
Not a real person. No, it's just a person. Uh-huh. He wasn't like an actual character from anything like that. It's just a kid.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He was very convincing. He was very like charming and being like, "Oh, I'll take care of you. Don't worry. Like you're okay with me. Mm-hmm. You just have to listen to what I'm saying. That's the only way you're going to get out of this situation." And I listened to him, and then he turned on me.
Wow.
So is that a lucid dream? Does that count as a lucid dream? Or
lucid dream is like that you're dreaming in the dream and you can control.
Yeah. I guess so.
That would be the opposite.
It wouldn't be the. Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking night terror.
It was awful. It was real bad. I guess lucid dreaming I've done it a couple times where it's like, oh yeah, I'm dreaming. Okay, I can do it. I can only do it for like a minute or two more. It's like it's not something that lasts like hours or anything like that, or like I can change the world. Mm-hmm. It's more just like, oh, I'm dreaming. Cool. And it's been pretty positive every time. Mm-hmm. Nothing too sad or too.
But then, have you ever, when you realize that you're in a dream, do you wake up?
No, I mean, eventually, yes. Eventually, after like a couple minutes, I'll wake up. You mean in the dream or in my reality?
Well, I mean, they're kind of happening at the same time, but I'm just saying, you coming back to reality is if you're like in a dream, if you're like, for instance, if you're in this maze, ghosts and goblins, are you aware that you are dreaming, or are you just in it?
In the ghosts and goblins one, I was just in it, but there's other times where I'm like It's kind of like Inception where it's like blank white space. And I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming. And I can walk around the blank white space being like, I'm dreaming. And then I just can't make it last very long. It's just like, okay, I'm dreaming, but I got to wake up. And then I wake up and I'm just like back to normal. And then I just fall back asleep.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I think you can't maintain it.
No.
I don't think your brain could maintain it unless you're a lucid dreamer, which again, that also takes like work to be able to make happen, is for you to be aware that you're dreaming and it still the world not collapse. You not wake up.
That sounds fun. I mean, that sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
It sounds like you get a lot of shit done. You ever dream you gotta pee?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's how you pee the bed. Be careful.
But I've never peed the bed. You know, every time in these
Did you actually pee in the dream?
Yeah, sometimes I pee in the dream and I'm like convinced that I'm peeing in real life. I'm convinced that it's gonna come out, and then I wake up, no pee. But
Wow.
But like I've been like, I gotta pee. I'm peeing
But when you
in the
woke
dream.
up, did you still have to pee?
Not really. And sometimes I'm thirsty and then I'll have a drink in the dream and then I'll wake up and I'm not thirsty.
Yeah, that seems like that makes sense. That's pretend. Yeah.
But am I tricking my brain into thinking that I just drank something?
Sure. Did you drink something in the dream?
Yeah.
And then you woke up and you weren't thirsty?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
It's pretty crazy, huh?
Because you got...
Pretty fucking nuts, wouldn't you say?
Give me something else you don't like.
What else do I not like? People who shit on LA.
Yeah?
Not crazy about people who shit on LA.
My favorite is when they've never been here.
Yeah.
It's usually that.
Or they've been here once and they went to like Hollywood Boulevard. People who shit on LA, it's just like, oh, you're ignorant. Like you really don't know much about the city. It's an incredible city. It's got so much. And just to be like, oh yeah, I don't like it. It's bad. Or, oh man, crime must be crazy. It's like, where do you live where crime's not that bad? Like everywhere has shitty crime rates. LA's a great city.
It's a big city.
It's a big city. It's one of the biggest cities.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Of course there's going to be crime. There's more people.
There's also, not crime. There's also just normal days.
There's plenty of not crime as well.
There's plenty of not crime.
Yeah.
I love LA for its not crime. Yeah. I mean, yeah, people who shit on LA for no reason is pretty annoying. And I always have to defend it. I was thinking about where I would want to move to. Like every so often you think like, man, I just got to get out of here. Like, I gotta start a new life somewhere else that's a little bit easier. And then you start going on Zillow and you start looking at places and you're like, what the fuck am I thinking? Like, I don't want to move to any of these places. All these places are garbage. And now I'm doing what they do to us. But but still, I'm like, it's great for them. It's great for anybody who lives out there. But you don't need, just because you live somewhere else doesn't mean you need to shit on LA.
Right.
That's all I mean.
Sure. Because you're not actively shitting on any other place. You're just saying, I don't want to buy a house here.
I don't want to buy a house there.
Yeah.
I want to buy a house here. But it's so
fucking expensive. Yeah.
It's so stupid expensive. It's so dumb. Unless you want to live in the valley.
My mom came to visit me and she went to a friend of mine's house who has a very big house, a very successful, very big house. And her and I, like, we like to, even when I lived back home, we used to go around and like look at houses. She loves real estate. So we would go look at houses. How much you think that one is? Before Zillow that was like a game we would play, is we would go out to lunch and then we would drive around these neighborhoods going, how much you think that house is? How much you think that house is? So a very poor person activity, but very fun.
Very fun.
Eats a lot of time.
Very free.
And then you'd like try to look, oh, this one's for sale. We could see how much this one is. And that would be the point of reference for the neighborhood. And so I would constantly send her stuff out here. Like, look how cute this house is. $2.3 million. And she's like, for a 2-1? Are you fucking kidding me?
She's right, though. She's right.
I know. And then, so she goes in this house. It's got a spiral staircase to a second floor. And she's like, now this is worth money. This makes sense that it would be worth $1 million.
Ugh, it's so hard.
Yeah, but when you show a place on Venice, a little Venice 2-1 that's not even on a canal is $2 million. It's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah,
it is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah,
we don't stand a chance.
We don't.
But maybe we do. That's kind of works.
That's true. Maybe. I mean, that's how they keep you here.
But then BlackRock, you know about BlackRock just buying everything and just raising the prices on?
Yeah, of course I know.
Awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. How do we let these things happen? How do we allow
because
these
people
things
don't
to
know.
happen?
Most people don't know what BlackRock is. And if you watch anything that's like free, like if you watch PBS TV or if you watch fucking what's it called, Tubi, shit like that, they're advertising BlackRock like it helps retirees figure out their final plan. Like that's what BlackRock is advertised as.
It's terrible.
Because there's BlackRock and Blackstone. It's all the same fucking company.
Yeah, of course.
And people don't know it.
Ugh.
People don't know it.
Well, we should tell them.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
BlackRock, boo.
Boo. BlackRock bad.
BlackRock bad. BlackRock no good. Don't sell to BlackRock.
That's why. And that's the other thing. That's how it happens. Is you get an anonymous, or they'll use a holding company or something like that. So you'll get an offer that's way over what you asked.
Yeah.
And you feel compelled, like, okay, well, this has got to be it. This
Gotta
is what I'm
take
selling
it.
it to. Yeah.
Ugh.
That's how they collect it. That's how they get out of it. Is people aren't going to go, no, I want to sell to an actual family.
How unfair is that? Like, why do we have politicians if they don't do anything for this kind of situation where they protect you?
Because they're getting paid to
But
not.
that's wrong too.
Of course it's
All
wrong.
of this is wrong.
Yes.
Politicians should be volunteers. Politicians should be robots.
I think they should get paid as much as, if you want the power, you don't get the money. I think you get one or the other. I think if you want to be a politician and make rules for this country, I think you should get paid as much as a high school teacher gets paid.
Yeah, but then there's so much room for like bribes and all that kind of stuff, right?
Sure. I mean, they're already making a fuck ton of money with that. So,
Yeah.
but that's the whole thing, is if you make more than a certain amount of money, you're not allowed to run the next time.
But then what can we guarantee them so they don't turn evil? Like, can we give them a house? Can we give them like a stipend? Can we give them some food? Like, we got to give
What
them.
do you mean?
Politicians.
Well, that's why you would want it to be where everyone could have that, so you yourself could have that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that too.
So that's what I'm saying, is like, I don't think it shouldn't be, if you want the power, that's what I'm saying, is these people want the power, the controlling thing.
Yeah, without the
So,
money is what you're saying.
So if you want you have to either pick one or the other. You either get to be rich or you get to make decisions. I think it's one or the other. And I
Yeah.
think that's why we're in the situation that we're in, is because really rich people
Are making the decisions.
in the tech industry and stuff like that. That was one of the summits that they, are we over time? Did you knock? I'm just hearing stuff. Sorry. If you're that's why they wanted to influence, that's why they're trying to make everything digital, is because through their companies, is because then they can make the decisions outside of politics, because that was the problem, is there was too many steps that they would have to go through to get the things that they specifically wanted passed. I mean, it's like the Palantir thing. Like, now they're giving away all this surveillance equipment to like Vegas. Vegas has a literal surveillance equipment that they've just given the city. I mean, it's the same thing with
Is
Los
it like a
Angeles.
testing thing?
Why does Los Angeles have a tank? We don't need a tank. Because it was given to the city of Los Angeles, or given to LAPD from our defense.
I mean,
from
I would
the
use
government.
a tank. I would love a tank.
Yeah, you personally, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, we should get tanks. You should be able to get a tank. I want a Palantir tank.
But that's my point, is then somebody in the LAPD was like, yeah, of course I want a tank. Why wouldn't I want a tank? And then when the BLM protests happened, there was a fucking tank for no goddamn reason.
That's why we should also get a tank. I mean, if you're gonna give a tank to the LAPD, you should also give
we get the tank.
Yeah.
Who's we? Who gets to? Who's keeping it at
Children's
their house?
Hospital.
Yeah. It's the most secure
Chocla.
children's
Yeah.
hospital.
If you're giving LAPD a tank, Children's Hospital deserves a tank too, just in case that
Just in
LAPD
case.
tank starts going nuts. So one of these kids that's not gonna make it
I was
into
gonna
the
say,
tank.
is this the Children's Miracle Network?
Yeah.
This is their one wish,
Yeah.
is they get to shoot the tank at the LAPD. We're really making changes here.
That's
today,
the LA
folks.
I want to live in. Then I would understand if people are like, man, LA's crazy. Like, yeah. Have you seen the
Did you see
Children's
the
Hospital?
kids got tanks now? I bet you they say that about people that've never been here.
Yeah,
Or saying shit like that.
that's a good rumor to start spreading. The Sunset
Did you-
Children's Hospital,
Dude,
they got a tank.
they got tanks.
They got tanks. These kids, man. They
No,
got one
it doesn't
wish.
belong to the hospital. It doesn't belong to a company. It belongs to the kids.
Steve, 8-year-old. God bless him.
Yeah, they think he only has 3 months, but we'll
with
see.
the tank,
With the tank,
could be shorter, could be longer. Who knows? What's the life
but the
expectancy?
quality of life, man.
Oh.
Wow.
Number 1.
Children's Tank Hospital. I love it.
Shriners deserve a tank.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Those commercials need to go somewhere.
Truly.
No more blankets. You're not handing out any more blankets.
No more blankets.
AKs.
Yeah, if anything, we have more than enough blankets.
We got too many blankets.
It's too many blankets.
This is my pet peeve in life.
Too many blankets.
Yeah.
That was like, I think that was I don't know. I think there's a scam there with the amount of throw blankets that exist in people's homes.
I have
Where
a
I'm
lot.
like,
I
it's too many.
think I have 5.
That's insane.
In my living room.
How many blankets do you need?
I mean, okay, we have a chair.
Uh-huh.
On that chair, there's 3 blankets, small, medium, large.
Does the chair get cold?
The chair doesn't get cold, but if you get cold, you got a blanket. If 2 people get cold, you got a blanket. If
There's 2 people on the chair?
No. The chair is near
chairs-
the couch. So we don't put the throw blankets on the couch, but wait, we do. But there's 3 blankets on the chair that no one really sits in unless we have more than 4 people. Then somebody sits in the chair. And on that chair is 3 blankets, as I mentioned. We got like the classic California Mexican blanket. We got a nice like fleecy blanket. And then there's a cashmere blanket. All 3 are on top of each other, stacked up. So you can still sit, but if there's blankets on your back.
Gotcha.
That's 3 blankets right there. Zoom around to the other side of the couch. We got where the dog sits on top of the couch, like on the cushion. She has to have a blanket that lays down so that way she can sit on it. And then just for her comfort, we put another blanket over there. So there's 5 blankets in our living room.
I feel like there's a blanket epidemic happening
We got
in
a lot
this
of
country.
blankets.
There's too many blankets.
And I've given away blankets too.
Yeah.
But sometimes, blanket gives you a lot of comfort for what it is. It's like...
Yeah, that's why they wrap you in it after the fire or whatever,
Yeah.
if you're in shock. But how often are you standing in front of your house burning down where you need to be comforted by a blanket?
Hopefully not ever, because that sounds terrible.
Right, yeah. I mean, hopefully last year will be the end of it.
Ugh.
That was too much. But I don't know, man. I think there's unnecessary. I think you could buy one good blanket. I don't think you need
We're
700
talking throw
blankets.
blankets, though. We're not talking bed blankets.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They were blankets that are specific to rooms. That's too many fucking blankets.
Dude, you would be upset knowing how many blankets I have in the house. You'd be upset.
I think on average, the average American has more blankets than they need.
I'm hovering around 10 blankets in the apartment.
That's stacked, dude.
I got a lot of blankets.
That's stacked. That's too many fucking blankets.
It's too many blankets, but if one day a month when I need that specific blanket, it's there for me.
That's what I'm saying. You need a one a day,
one a month.
one a month, 1 a month blanket.
A 1 a month blanket. That's 12 times a year. I've already paid for these blankets. These blankets aren't going anywhere.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
I'm not
it's just
paying a
taking
monthly
up too much
subscription
space.
fee to these blankets. It's not a Netflix of blankets. This is the DVD of blankets. I paid for this blanket
And
DVD.
listen, I'm not saying, but I'm not saying you shouldn't, because, I'm not a woman that's anemic, so I get it. These women get cold, and I like a cold house, so I probably should have. And there is a blanket. If my place is too cold for you, you get a blanket.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't have... And I do, because people give blankets. They're like, everybody loves a blanket.
Everybody loves a throw.
Everybody loves a blanket.
Yeah.
It's an easy gift to give, a blanket.
It's good merch. At like a concert, they sell blankets.
They sell blankets at the...
Yeah, you could buy it. Like if you go to a music festival,
Jesus.
you could leave with the.
Well, that makes sense because there's a lawn. You don't want to sit on the grass.
Sure.
Sure. But no, I'm sick of the blankets, dude.
Okay. That's up to you. I'm just telling
And I'm
you.
not anti-comfort. I just don't think you need so many blankets.
100% agree. Mm-hmm. But also, I'm a tchotchkes guy. I like knickknacks.
Paddywhacks, give a dog a bone.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of tchotchkes? Action figures or
Well, 2 things. Well, actually 3 things.
statues?
We go magnets, fridge magnets,
Yep.
mugs, socks.
Gotcha.
Those are my 3. Those are my 3 souvenirs. If I see while traveling, if I like a mug, I'll go mug. But it's got to be a good mug. We're not talking
Just one from the place.
We're not talking crappy mugs.
Yeah.
I mean quality mugs. We're talking class.
Unique, very specific to that place you went.
Good material, not lead.
Yeah.
A lot of lead mugs out there.
A lot of lead.
A lot of lead.
What's so weird is they told us lead was bad in the 40s?
And people are still doing it.
And there's still lead in the things.
There's still lead in it. People don't learn. And the magnets are just fun because it's like, oh, every time I go to the fridge, I can, like, a little memory. Boop.
Yeah, boop.
And then socks are just fun, too, because it's, like, something you wear, but it's, like, not a huge part of your
Yeah, it's functional
wardrobe.
fun. I love a functional fun.
Functional, yeah.
And that's the thing is, I think we're charmed for choice as far as blankets go. And every house I have, it's like it'll be one of the things that makes a house look messy is a thrown blanket.
But, I mean, you got to fold it. You got to put it in a specific spot.
Sure,
yeah. If it's just, like, poof, then, yeah, that's schleppy, You got to, like... It's got to look neat. It's got to look nice.
Right, but what if you just used it? You just got up for a cup of coffee. I come over. Oh, now this person's a fucking mess.
I'll be honest. Folding a blanket, it's a fun feeling.
To fold a blanket?
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. Because it's just the right size. It's not like you have to stress yourself. You just stretch out.
Oh, it's not a fitted sheet.
It's not a fitted
debacle.
sheet. Yeah, you fold it, and then it's nice. And then sometimes there's that, like, perfect line, which is awesome feeling. And then sometimes it's like, oh, it's uneven. And then you're like, oh, should I fix it or should I not fix it? And then you get to choose.
That's true.
Do you want to fix it?
Should I just pull it further over and then fold it over, or do I actually pull it back out and line everything up?
Yeah.
I'm too like it's gotta be.
You gotta fix it.
I gotta fix it.
I gotta fix it most of the time too. Or yeah, you're right. You can try and cover it with something else, a pillow. You're like, oh, no one will notice it. Or you hide the side that's uneven. You're like, shh.
Yeah.
Daddy's little secret.
Look who's messy now.
Daddy's little secret. Just stroking the blanket. Yes, good blanket.
I think the most upsetting thing is when there is a blanket that is not comfortable.
Oh, throw it out the window.
They have those. They have like those burlap fucking.
No.
Where I'm like, what am I exfoliating while I'm laying here to watch Chopped? What the fuck is this?
It's got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable and functional. Those are the key words to a good blanket or to a good anything. Good jacket. Comfortable, functional.
Comfortable, yeah.
My pet peeve, fashion.
I mean, a lot of it. I just most recently I saw that they're doing where your shoulder pads are from up to here where they box you. I mean, high fashion is always silly to me, because you're gonna wear that. Where are you wearing that to?
Wear that, yeah.
You're not even wearing that to the girl and the goat. You're not gonna wear that. How are you gonna eat dinner like that?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the high fashion. I mean, sometimes you're like, look at the thing I made. Which fine, I get that.
That's different. Yeah, that's more on the art side.
The fashion show was look at this art piece that a wearable art piece, sure. But the thing you want to sell to people to wear, get out of here.
Function and
comfort.
Comfort.
Yeah, it's got to make sense. But yeah, I like But sometimes I've seen it, or a rug that's that rough ass.
No good.
Get the fuck out of here! Why? I don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to have an uncomfortable rug?
That you literally walk on it. But they have that there's like a woven, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Pottery Barn style.
Yes! Yeah, why?
It's a good question. Maybe it's like more of like a beachy thing. It's like, when you're like at the beach, it gets like sand and you don't like see the sand.
Even sand is more comfortable than this fucking rope I have to walk on now.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another pet peeve for you. What's another big...
One last one to steal at home. Or we could do a palate cleanser. Here we go. What's your favorite food? Favorite food of all time?
It fluctates. Okay.
Between?
Persian food is incredible. Persian food takes me back. I mean, it's some of the best food on this earth.
So that's definitely a Ratatouille moment.
That's right? A Ratatouille moment. But recently, there's this place called Mia Mia. It's at Smorgasburg, which is every Sunday in downtown LA at the Row. And they make some of the most delicious fries I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Are they like duck fat fries, or are they
beef tallow?
Beef tallow fries
with za'atar.
Ooh!
And it's accompanied by a chicken shawarma with pomegranate hot sauce.
Ooh!
It is divine.
Yeah.
It is one of the best things I've eaten in a very long time. And yeah, that's up
So it's
there.
probably
for
hard
food.
for you to not go every week because you're like, I want that.
I've been
again.
going a lot. I've been going almost every other week. And you have to go early so you can wait in line.
Mm-hmm.
And it is incredible.
Okay.
Incredible.
Damn, if you're waiting in a line, that's one thing I'm not doing the influencer.
That's the beauty of Smorgasburg.
Mm-hmm.
So you wait in line with a partner, right? And you or the partner runs and grabs food while you're waiting in line. So you're eating a snack before you even order.
Oh, okay. The
So-
food before the food.
The food before the food. we were a group of 4. There was 4 of us. We were in the line. There was at least, I'll say 50, 60 people ahead of us.
Jesus.
In this line. And I was just running to other stalls. We ate chicken wings. We ate loaded fries. I think we had something sweet as well. By the time we ordered, the food came out and it was so freaking good.
Damn, so you weren't even hungry by the time you ate this food and it was still good.
I mean, we're 4 people eating 12 wings and fries. So like,
Sure,
we were
sure.
splitting it. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
we had a bite.
Yeah.
We had a bite and then we got ready for the,
Little
for the
appetizer,
main
little appetizer.
entree. And it
For
blew
those
me
who don't
away.
know, the smorgasbord in Los Angeles, it's where they take, it's almost like where a bunch of warehouses are, and they take the conjoined parking lots of all of these, and they set up food shops from all of these various different food ethnicities. You get all kinds of food. There's like,
It's incredible.
It's a chicken wing spot. There's a Korean fried chicken place that's incredible. You could get a rice bowl. You could get the best tacos you've ever had. You could get
sweets.
All of this, every sweet.
Yeah.
There's a boba place. There's like all of these tiny little shacks that are all set up almost like a food truck bazaar.
Yes.
is kind of what it's like. Kind of what it's like, but they do it every single Sunday, and it's rad. So you can get if you like a little mix up, you could do.
You should like a little mix up.
You should like a little mix
You
up.
should like a little mix up. You should try what everyone's best at. That's always so
Yeah.
fun. Is like getting one,
the meat on
2
the
bites.
stick here,
Oh my
and then
God.
the fries over there,
Oh
and then
my God, so
the
fun.
little coffee shack
Oh,
back
the
there.
coffee shop.
Highly recommend if you're ever in
Yes.
Los Angeles, go to that.
Yes.
Yeah, don't go-
Or it's also in Miami and I think Atlanta.
I mean, they do them in various places. I'm certain you have something like that near you. It's become a new thing because as a young restaurateur, if you don't have the money for a brick and mortar, you could get a shack in one of these places.
Yeah.
You could get the tent and whatever and what have you, and not have to worry about all the stuff.
fees.
Everything.
Yeah.
No, sir, I don't like it.